Hello, I'm Michael. I'm the geek of Goddess and the Geek. At least that's what I'm told by the goddess, so I won't argue with her. And I'm kind of playing around here with the GoPro camera for my first video. And I think what we will talk about today is bees, if Piper will let me, and feeding the bees. And I'll show you what our hummingbird feeder looks like. It's late September here on the homestead, and our bees are hungry. And I'll show you how I know they're hungry in just a minute. Not a lot of nectar flow, I don't think, going on. And I've got 2 hives that are a little weak, so I want to feed them as much as I can right now to try and get them built up for winter. I'm planning on doing another video later of me winterizing the hives. So we'll go here and play with the bees right now and see what we see. Alrighty, this is how I know the bees are hungry. I guess you can see that pretty good right there. They are loving the hummingbird feeder. So what I'm going to try to do, I've made another little feeder, and I'm going to try to move them over to where I've got this other feeder and try not to get stung doing it. So I don't think I'll get stung. I think I got this under control here. So let's see here. I'm gonna grab this feeder. If it'll come unhook for me. There we go. Yeah, lots of bees. So whoops. There we go. Yeah, I'm guessing you can kind of see here. They're not so happy with me at the moment as we're move them around here. Trying to walk through the garden, get to the spot, and the bees are following me, which is what I wanted to happen, so they can find this other feeder over here. I'm going to show you guys set up. The goddess does not like it when I feed the bees, because they almost go into like a feeding frenzy, and she'll come out of the house with things on that smell nice that the bees like, and they will chase her, and she gets upset with me for feeding the bees. So I need to feed the bees further away from the house is what she keeps telling me, and I'm not doing a very good job of that. All right, let's see here. There they are. Now I'm hoping, here's my little coffee can feeder up here. I'm hoping they will find it quickly. It looks like the ants have found it already. It's just got a couple little holes in it. It fills up the edge of the lid. Vacuum keeps it from running all the way out, but it's sitting out here in the sun, and it's kind of getting hot, and I think expanding, causing it to leak. But hopefully soon you'll see lots of bees covering this. So when I come back, hopefully we'll have bees all over that coffee can feeder. Maybe I'll make another one, and I need to get into the hives and fill those, especially the 2 weak ones. All right, see you in a minute. All right, I got the bee suit back on, and well, we're waiting for the bees to find the coffee can feeder. I went ahead and made up some sugar water here. Let's see if I can turn this thing around so you can see it. If I can get the whoops. There we go. So there's the sugar water, my bee bucket with all the tools. I left my smoker on the carport, but I'm gonna have to go get that. I will make a video of why it is important for the smoker to be used, because I've gotten stung a few times, and every time it's because I didn't use the smoker. And I should probably have said this at the beginning of the video. I am not a master beekeeper. I'm just a dude who keeps bees in his backyard. This is just how I do things. If you got useful comments that can help me out, great. I'd love to have them. And I'll probably I'm learning. I'm changing the way I do things. So I'll keep posting videos as I learn. All right, let's go get the smoker. The smoker going here. Like I said, I'll do a whole nother video on the smoker. Smoke these guys, try to calm them down a little bit. And then we'll get into this hive and fill this top hive feeder. Okay. Take off the lid. Got a little bit of wax here on the inner cover. Grab my hive tool because they've glued this top cover down. Time for some smoke because I'm making a mad. Open this up. Alright. Just as I suspected, the feeder is empty. I fed this up and move in here a little bit. I'm going to try to anyway. This feeder is empty. Whoops. There we go. Feeder's empty. It's got little rafts in there. I'm going to fill it full of sugar water. You can kind of hear the bees not being too happy about things. So let's see if I can figure out how to use this camera. Might not be difficult. Might be a little difficult to do with bee gloves on. So let's see here. Hopefully you're getting a decent picture and I'm recording. Let's see if we can fill this thing up with my sugar water and not drown. I really like the smoker. And not drown too many bees. Dirt here in this. There we go. Now the bees are mad. This is a pot I stole, well, appropriated from the goddess. And I put 10 pounds of sugar in it and fill it up the rest of the way with water and stir it up. I've also put a queen excluder between the top hive feeder and the rest of the beehive to keep the queen out of here. I would hate for her to come on up here and drown. And there's a hive beetle in there. You probably can't see him. I might have to take some steps to mitigate hive beetles, which would be another video. Okay, so that's filling the top hive feeder. Now we got to get all these wet sugar-coated bees off the hive here. I don't want to squish anybody. Come on, get back in there. That's it. You too. I know, you're covered with sugar. You want out to dry out. That's, did I squish you? Nope, good. I'm gonna push you in. Alright. I'm gonna shove you guys off. There we go. Put the lid back on. Move this guy out of the way. Girl. Most likely a girl. There we go. And it won't take them long. You'll be surprised how quickly, whoops. It won't take them very long at all to eat all that sugar water. So we'll move on over to the next hive. But we're gonna smoke them up here. Give them a little bit of a chill pill. See if they will cooperate. And it's this taller hive right here that is the one that, there we go, is the one that I need to put the feed in. give that a shot here. Move my brick. And yeah, all's quiet at the moment. And get the hive tool, crack this sucker. Give him something to drink. There we go. Hopefully you can see this. See if I can move you in here, get a better picture. Got lots of bees in here. Looking for something to eat. You can look down in there, you can kind of see into the hive. But let's see if we can pour the sugar water in here. Not anger them too badly. Drown any. I really don't want to drown my bees. Okay, here we go. Come on, ladies. Get out the way. I don't know if you can see them or hear them buzzing around me. They ain't so happy with me. Oh, one got under the raft. This one. All right. Yes, yes. I know. You're not happy with me. Let's get out the way here. Come on. Go on. You gotta let me put the cover back on. Coming out faster than I can slide the cover over them. Okay. There we go. And the lid back on. And maybe what we'll do here is we'll take the lid off of this hive. See what we see in here for a quick peek. Okay, I've got a screened top board on this one, so you can see that. And I don't know if you can hear that bee, he's flying around. She is not very happy. And we'll take a peeky here. This hive is a little better. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Excuse me, ladies. I don't want to squish you. This one here on the edge, there, starting to make some comb for me. Put some honey in it. That's what I want to see. I want this top super to have as much honey in it as I can. The bees I just fed, they don't have a whole lot of honey in there. So this frame doesn't have hardly any comb or anything on it. I'm going to show you what I'm looking for right here. I think this is one that is going to be a good one to show you. Yeah, it's nice and heavy. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, well, they got a funny pattern on this one. Bunch of honey, bunch of bees. Other side, that's what I want to see. That frame is full of honey right there. And the one next to it in here is full of honey. And this is what we want. To see in this top super. Slide these back over here pretty gentle. I don't want to squish my ladies. This hive's a little crooked on here. But well, we got a bee on the camera. Let's see if you can see down in here. See how they're packed in there? That's what I like to see. Lots of bees, lots of honey. Over here you can kind of tell just by looking straight down, you don't see a whole lot. But this is looking pretty good. I'm hoping they'll fill up the rest of this with honey. And I'm hoping, whoops, wrong way. I'm hoping they'll fill the rest of this up full of honey before wintertime. Looks like my screen here broke where they glued it down. This glue that the bees use is called propolis. And it is some good sticky glue. Dang it, I'm going to have to fix this. Which is about time to take these screen boards off anyway. Because it's getting cold at night. Actually, I'm going to do that right now since it's broken. I'm just going to set this on here for the moment. I'll go get me a lined inner cover. And I'll be right back to replace that. Whoa. Okay, I'm back. Pop this sucker off again. So I'm going to take off the screen cover because it broke. And it's getting to be fall. Reason we use those screen covers is help keep the bees cooler in the summertime. And my beekeeping mentor, he's going to watch us and fuss at me. He doesn't like those screen covers. He thinks that the bees get too cool. Everything I've read is bees like it to be 95 degrees in their hive. And here in north central North Carolina, it's easily 95 in the shade during the summer months. And these guys will bake. So these two hives I've been experimenting with. I have in these two hives back here, my swarm ones, screen bottom boards, which you can pull a board out, and the screen top boards kind of let the air flow up through the hive, keep them a little cooler. His contention is I got bees, the brood's got to stay warm, and but what I see a lot of is bearding, where the bees get hot, they stay on the outside of the hive, they're trying to fan the hive to keep it cool. So that's why I started using screened bottom boards and top boards on these, just to try to keep it a little cooler. Okay, I'm done feeding these, so I guess we will move on to the next project. All right, we're gonna make a open can, or a open feeder from a Folgers can here that my buddy Will, he brought me. I asked him if he had any. He said yes, so he brought me some. So we're giving this a try. I'm going to show you how I make them and how they work, and hopefully at the end of this I'll show you at least one of them full of bees. So I'm gonna set the camera down here. This is really complicated how I make these. Regular old empty coffee can, rinse it out. And what I do is right here on this little lip, I take a razor knife and on one side poke a hole all the way through the lip. On the other side, well, that was supposed to be a hole. That might work though. Luckily you didn't see me cut myself. So what happens is, and fill it half full of sugar, half full of water, stir it up, snap the lid on. I'm concerned this one's going to leak because of where I slipped with the knife. And you turn it upside down, and it's going to fill this little lip full of sugar water. It's going to drain some as it creates a vacuum inside the can, and then it'll hold it, and the bee should come and drink the sugar water out of the lip. All there is to it, if you can work a razor knife better than I can, maybe use a small nail, something along those lines, just to put a couple holes on the edge and let it fill that lip up. All right, we'll get this one going, and hopefully have a video shortly full of with the bees feeding themselves on it. So I would say a coffee can feeder working pretty good. I mean, let the bees all the way around this sucker, having them a good old time, eating away. You down there in that bolt hole. That seems to be working pretty good. Lots of hungry bees there. And I just set this one down, and this guy's already found it. And it's dripping. Either because where I slipped with the knife, it's not so level. Let's see if I can move it here a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Didn't disturb her eating at all. And then they will drip a little bit when you first turn them upside down as the vacuum builds up inside. But it will not, oh, here comes some more. It's not, well, where'd they go? Not taking them too long to find it. But she's having her good old drink there. And there she goes. So it won't be long. That one will look like this one. And they'll definitely be eaten. I'm a little close to them. I got the bee suit on again because they're not happy with me being this close to the feeder. Let's go take a look at the other feeder I just set up. Okay, so this is the other feeder. Big old drum. I've drilled some holes in, as you can see, on the sides, in the front. And what the goddess has made me do is put it way out here in the front yard. And what we got on the inside there, whoa. What we have here on the inside is a Walmart bath mat floating on top of about 5 gallons of sugar syrup, mixed 1-to-1. Looks like I can put a whole lot more in there. I'm gonna use a lot of sugar feeding these bees. So we'll let that float in there. Hopefully they will find it soon. I suspect they will. And probably it'll look like those coffee can feeders covered with bees as well. When that happens, I'll try to get a picture of it too. So, and I got this feeder design also off a little bit Honeybees, the Skinny Bee Man. And check out his channel. He's got lots of good information in there if you want more information about beekeeping. Alright, thanks a lot. So, the bees have found this feeder. Took them a little while, but they found it. So they're going through the 5 gallons of feed that are in there. Sometimes it takes them a little while. They send out scout bees who fly around, find the food, report back to the hive, let them know where it is, and off they come. And I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background. We've got our neighbor mowing the front. Well, he's already mowed it. He's raking up the front fields out there. I don't know if you can see them off in the distance, raking up, getting hay. We let them mow up these fields and use the hay to feed their cows, but keeps me from having to mow the grass, me and the goddess. All right, so I would call this feeder a success too. I guess I'll be adding more sugar syrup to it here before long. Hopefully you found my first YouTube video entertaining, somewhat informative. One other question I get asked is, what do I wear when I take care of the bees? Well, you're kind of looking at it. I've got the veil, of course, and hat, a bee jacket, and one of the other things I like to wear, well, if you can see, Duluth fire hose pants. I have never gotten stung through my Duluth fire hose pants. I've been stung through blue jeans, but never through these Duluth fire hose pants. So, like I said, I'm planning on doing more videos. Hopefully I'll get better at it as I go on, and the goddess can coach me a little bit. And hope everybody enjoyed this, and we will see you later.